In the vast, unforgiving ocean, one predator reigns supreme, the orca. Fearsome and merciless, with no natural enemies and an intelligence that turns the sea itself into a weapon. These apex killers hunt with chilling precision. They drown giants, outmaneuver the fastest fish alive, and take down prey that dwarfs them in size. In their world, nothing is ever truly safe. The ice offers no protection. The shore offers no escape. In the coldest, most isolated corners of the ocean, orcas have turned the environment itself into a weapon, and the results are devastating. Crab-eater seals rest on Antarctic ice floes because they think the water is the danger. The orcas know this. A pod moves into position beneath the surface, reading the ice, reading the seal. Then they swim. In perfect unison side by side, generating a wave large enough to wash the seal clean off the floe and into the water below. If the first wave fails, they generate another, and another. Each attempt is calibrated. Each wave is shaped to the size and angle of the ice. Calves swim alongside the adults, watching, learning, absorbing a technique that will take them years to master. The seal hits the water stunned and surrounded. There is nowhere to go. There is no second chance on the ice. Sea lions on the beaches of Patagonia face something even more alarming. The orcas come onto the shore, deliberately. A 6-ton animal launches itself out of the surf and onto the sand, grabs a pup or a full-grown adult in its jaws, and then works its way back into the ocean before the water recedes. This is one of the most dangerous techniques in any predator's playbook. A permanent stranding means death. The orcas know the risk, and they do it anyway because the reward is worth it. This behavior was not hardwired into them. It was learned, practiced in controlled conditions with calves, refined over generations, passed down like a family trade. The prey is dragged into the surf, still struggling. The beach offers no protection once they have decided to come for you. Penguins in Antarctica face a coordinated assault from every direction at once. Orcas flash their white bellies beneath the surface to panic birds into clustering together on the ice. Others circle wide, generating waves that tilt the floe and knock penguins into the water. The moment they hit the surface, the pod closes in. The water that was supposed to be the penguin's escape becomes the trap. Stunned, surrounded, and outnumbered, they do not last long. The ice was never as safe as it looked. The ice and the shoreline have fallen. In open water, the orcas move even faster. Out in open water, with nothing to hide behind and nowhere to shelter, prey animals rely on speed, agility, and instinct. Against orcas hunting as a unit, none of it is enough. Dolphins are among the fastest, most agile animals in the ocean. They turn on a dime, accelerate in an instant, and read movement with remarkable precision. Orcas overcome this, not by being faster, but by being smarter. The pod fans out, predicting where the dolphins will go before they go there, cutting off angles, funneling the group into tighter and tighter space. Then individual orcas launch out of the water entirely, hurling themselves 20 feet into the air and crashing down onto the dolphins below with the full weight of their bodies. The impact stuns. The pod closes in. What the dolphins gained in speed, the orcas cancelled out through teamwork and anticipation. The frenzy that follows is total. Great white sharks are the ocean's other legendary predator, rows of serrated teeth. Centuries of fear attached to the name. None of it matters here. Orcas have learned exactly where to hit them. A tail strike to the body stuns the shark and disorients it. Then the bites follow, precise, targeted, aimed at the liver, the largest and most energy-rich organ in the shark's body. Some pods divide the work, with certain orcas drawing the shark's attention, while others move in for the critical strike. The shark bleeds out and floats to the surface. The orcas feed without rushing. Even apex predators have a predator. The great white simply never knew it until the orcas arrived. Herring school in the thousands, moving together as one shifting mass because there is safety in numbers. The orcas dismantle that safety methodically. They herd the school from below, swimming in tight circles and flashing their white undersides to drive the fish upward and inward into a dense ball near the surface. The school compresses under the pressure, fish packed so tightly they can barely move. Then the tail strikes come, broad, powerful slaps that send shockwaves through the ball and stun hundreds of fish in a single hit. The orcas move through the wreckage and feed at their own pace. What starts as thousands of fish moving as one ends as a scattered, motionless debris field. Efficiency on a scale that no other predator in the ocean can match. Speed and numbers offered no shelter. Now the orcas turn to the largest prey on Earth. Some animals are simply too large to be hunted, or so it would seem. Orcas have spent generations proving otherwise, and the methods they use against the ocean's giants are among the most calculated, patient, and ruthless hunting strategies on the planet. grey whales migrate the same routes every year. The orcas know this. Large pods, sometimes 30 or more, position themselves along the path and wait. When the moment is right, they move in from every direction, surrounding the whale completely. They bite at the fins and flukes, targeting the structures the whale needs to steer and surface. They push against the animal, blocking its path upward, driving it down. The grey whale is enormous, up to 45 feet long, 40 tons. It does not matter. What the orcas lack in individual size, they compensate for in coordination and relentlessness. The hunt can last hours. There are blood trails in the water long before the whale goes still. Calves are targeted when possible, but even adults are brought down through sheer, sustained pressure. The pod does not get tired, the whale does. Whale sharks are the largest fish alive, gentle, slow-moving filter feeders that reach 40 feet or more. They have no natural enemies. They have never needed them. That changes when the orcas arrive. Recent observations have documented orcapods developing a targeted strategy against whale sharks, moving alongside the animal, reading its body, and then attacking the pelvic region with focused, precise bites aimed at accessing the liver. The whale shark's enormous size becomes a liability. It cannot turn quickly. It cannot accelerate away. The orcas simply follow, taking their time, dismantling something that has never had a reason to fear anything in the ocean. The liver is harvested while the animal is still alive. It is a surgical operation carried out by predators with no interest in hurry. Narwhals in the Arctic use their environment the way seals use ice, as a place of retreat. When threatened, they press towards shallow water or cluster near ice edges. The orcas use this against them. Pods drive the narwhals toward ice or into shallower areas where their movement is restricted, then use their numbers to pin the animals in place. Echolocation lets the orcas track every narwhal through dark, murky water with complete precision. The narwhal's tusk, one of the most extraordinary features in the natural world, offers no real defense here. The orcas know the animal's shape, its weak points, and its limits. Trapped with the ice at their back and a pod surrounding them, even the narwhal, built for the harshest conditions on Earth, runs out of options. Even the ocean's greatest giants fall. The orcas do not stop. They do not lose. From wave engineers on Antarctic ice to shark assassins in open water, orcas prove they are the most intelligent, adaptable, and merciless predators on Earth. Raw power, strategic thinking, knowledge passed down through generations, 3 categories of prey, 9 different hunts, 1 outcome every time. In the end, there is only one ruler of the seas, and it shows no mercy. Subscribe. There are more hunters like these to cover. We are just getting started.